mind is willing. It's just I don't think my knees would stand up to it.
Well, I mean, you could just make a comeback to park footy and just get bashed up every week.
Yeah, no, thank you.
No, it doesn't sound like a good idea.
I jump in at training with the girls. I get my fix that way. So yeah.
And well, in the end, there a good win for the Sharkies. I tell you what, though, Roo, they had to work for it.
They did, and they put themselves under pressure just with some errors and trying to score off every play and not building that pressure. But I do agree with what Quincy said. You know, the theme for them this week was being relentless, and they stayed in it, which is really good. From the Eels' perspective, I thought they were fantastic again. 2 weeks in a row, very strong performances. And obviously that HIA to Rachel Pearson did sort of cruel them towards the back end of that game. Yeah, it certainly did. This next game too, will we predict two of the heavyweights of season 2024 in the Broncos?
But I'm looking forward to seeing how that halves pairing goes, because they're a little bit tested in the depth of their outside backs, and that's what gifted Sam Bremner the opportunity to come back.
Roosters have won their past 3 games against the Broncos. Oh, it's a mess of a kickoff. Strange lets it go. And Sammy Bremner's big comeback game. Strange will feed this scrum for the Roosters. And then Bremner gets her first touch. There she is, early on in the game. It's Bremner on the run around. She's got support, gets it away to Surges. Surges finds a winner. Over in the corner goes Jamie Prasad. And the Roosters strike first in, what, 2.5 minutes?
Yeah, really well executed set piece play from the Roosters. Was in at first receiver. She finds her halfback and just scoots around the back, and all you can see in the Broncos is their eyes just shift. But I thought that early pass to Jess Surges was key in turning this into points. Jess Surges, such a powerful ball runner. She takes the line on at pace and gave the footy to Jamie Prasad in an even better position. So many run threats. Their halfback herself is a threat, but so many moving parts. The Broncos just watching the ball slide. But that early ball to Jess Surges we see there on the Harvey Norman replay, that was the key.
And that's where she's going to play it, as she does so now. Back to come out to the left side to Maddock. Maddock will try and step inside the defence, but eventually it's Aiken who brings her down. 15 metres inside the Roosters' end of the field. A Funga, and then across it comes now for the Broncos. And a big hit there from Hopewati. And they're going to play it about 18 metres inside Roosters' end of the field. As it goes to Adams, got a little pass away, Joseph's away, she's got support from Teitzel, Teitzel's going to score, and the Broncos hit back, just like that, it's 4-all.
Yeah, it's great footy from the Broncos. They got those couple of penalties to be able to play footy up the right end, and the right option. You see footy in 2 hands from the 5'8", and just hit short. They had so much movement out the back. Keely Joseph with the footy in her hand, and the last pass was brilliant, but that first short pass was definitely the right option from Skylar Adams. Created that opportunity, and the last pass very well executed. Teitzel gets over for their first try.
Yeah, it was good work on that right edge.
Women in league round, there it is, looks okay. And over it goes. So Broncos lead the Roosters by 6 points to 4. Notice Fongabini has started this game for the Broncos. Getting up to play it to Davis. Davis got it to Koenig. Koenig went over the halfway line. And we'll get up and play it back now for Davis. What does she do this time? Gets it away to Millie Elliott. Millie Elliott is tipped up by Destiny Brill. So Aitken, and then for Amber Hall. Tackle 4 for the Roosters. It'll come back to the centre now for Elliott. Elliott will take him on. Can she turn and get a pass away? No. Brought down. Denman was the tackler, but it's the last here for the Roosters. Aitken goes inside the 10, throws a dummy. Needed support on the inside. Reaches out and scores a wonderful individual try.
Yeah, she's done it all herself, Taryn Aitken, on the left-hand side of the ruck. We'll get to see it again on the Harvey Norman replay. But with the footy in 2 hands, just holds it up, double pumps it, and she didn't have the support, but she didn't need it. Just that double pump, the footy in 2 hands with the support on the outside of her, that just forces those Broncos players to plant their feet and just backed herself. Taryn Aitken.
Broncos 6. Broncos are now leading the game And Kelleher now to convert the try, and it's going to get there. Just over she goes. So now they take the lead out to 10 points to 6. Kelly will be met by the Broncos defence there. Teitzel brings it down. She's 11 metres out. It's the last play. What do they got with 30 seconds left in the first half? They'll kick out a dummy half. It ricochets up. Tackle count restarts because Elliott has it now.
Look at this right edge.
For the Roosters. Can they bring it out right, though? Played now to Davis and then to Aiken and then Koenig. Koenig's only got a pass to Sturgis, and Jess Sturgis brings it round and scores right on the stroke of half-time. And, ooh, that's going to hurt.
It's going to hurt. I thought the last try was going to hurt ahead of half-time, but they had the opportunity, the Roosters, to go back-to-back. They have a fresh set, but so many numbers and edge. We get to see here on the Harvey Norman replay. Well, first it was Taryn Aiken bringing Amber Hall back on the inside, which got them that extra set. And Taryn Aiken again, she moves to the right-hand edge to find Koenig, and an easy pass to Jess Sturgis, who was able to run in a little bit closer to the sticks as well. Not the defensive efforts you want to see from the Broncos ahead of half-time, but Taryn Aiken very busy. She puts her hand up in these key moments. They knew they had the overlap, and it was just good execution and pass selection.
And here she comes now. And again, she's put it through. So the Roosters get a couple of late tries to take themselves to the break, 16 points to 6. And a great try for Jess Sturgis off some great lead-up work from the 21 for the Roosters, Amber Hall. And they take a pretty handy lead. Thank you very much. And Marley, we've got the Roosters leading 16 points to 6, just 2 tries late in the first half to give them that lead. Here's Romy Teitzel, and Teitzel's going to be taken. Now Davis goes short side. Aiken on the last is going to get caught with it. It gets scrappy. Sammy Bremner kicks it through. It's picked up by Brill. Brill to the right, Chelsea Lenarduzzi. Inside the 10 again. Back it goes to Maddock, then Brigginshaw. Got the pass away to Dan. Mia Wood jammed in on her.
Another great read.
Brings it down right on the 10-metre line. Then Maddock again, now for Brigginshaw. Got the pass to Chelsea Lenarduzzi. Floats one back across. They keep it alive, the Broncos. Oh, the intercept's on. The Roosters are away. Over the halfway line she goes. They're not going to catch her. Over the 30, it's Jess Sturgis. They're chasing Sturgis. But Jess Sturgis runs about 70 metres to score for the Roosters. And that's try number 2 for Jess.
Well, didn't the home crowd absolutely love seeing that one? Jessica Sturgis, brilliant job at putting that pressure on. Lenarduzzi got the offload, and then Destiny Brill only to be intercepted, but a great read from Jess Sturgis. And she not only has the power and the strength, she's also got the pace. Came onto the footy. We see here on the Harvey Norman replay. What a play. 2 tries before half-time from the Roosters, and that's one way to set this statement. Roo?
Well, it was an all-or-nothing play, wasn't it? They were cut short. They were cut to ribbons out on their right edge. Jess Sturgis was out there on her own with her winger, and with Taryn Aiken defending a whole half of the field.
And the Roosters really going into and coming out of the break. They are on fire. Here's the kick from Kelleher. It's straight. Is it strong? It is. It's gone over. Roosters lead the game comfortably at the moment, 22-6. To watch her pluck that kick in.
That one was against the run of play.
Absolutely.
And the only points they scored last week.
Hafunga plays it. And Ferguson back out there for the Broncos. They're about 25 their own side of the halfway line with plenty to do, with it all to do. Surely they can't let the Roosters score again. Brianna Clark now takes it forward. That's not a bad run. Jada Ferguson to dummy half to go left and get it away to Joseph. Then it goes to Adams, and Adams will be dropping the ball. Uh-oh, it's been picked up by Aiken. Aiken's away. Nobody's near Aiken. She's going to score right beside the posts, and that puts them out by 20.
The Roosters here attacking through their defence. That's what I think I've really enjoyed about them today. They've obviously got some attacking flair. Hall has been coming up with some really good offloads. They've been playing off the back of that. This is another one. Taryn Aiken on the Harvey Norman replay puts her body right in front of her opposition half, forces that ball free, and she's got the legs to make it there from halfway. But their defence has been on point, and I have to give a shout out. Millie Elliott, she's off now, but she had a massive first in. She played the whole first half, started off the second, and she's got through an absolute ton of work for the Roosters.
Yeah, great work by the halfback, Taryn Aitken. We've seen her put a couple of big hits on, but body on the line. We're so used to speaking about Taryn's highlights, whether it be a kicking game or attacking game.
Number 14 for the Sydney Roosters. Moves in and over she goes. Roosters kick on, 24-6. As they go left, Aiken will kick it back in toward the traffic. There's a bit of room in there. It's picked up by Julia Robinson, who does so well to get back into the field of play. Julia Robinson, she's only going to beat Sammy Bremner. But Sammy brings it down just short of the halfway line. Great work, Bremner.
Oh, shades of round one coming back as Hufanga is doing some work through the middle as well. But Julia Robinson gets the Broncos on the front foot.
Now Hufanga will get up and play it back to the fullback Matic, and then it goes to Brigginshaw, and Brigginshaw almost through. Had Spreadborough coming back on the inside as it's played to Ferguson. Goes across to Brianna Clark. Well, this has been a good set. You can't say this hasn't been a good set. They're only 11 metres out, right in front of the sticks. Ferguson again, throws the dummy, goes on her own, reaches out, and the Broncos get a much-needed try.
Yeah, really strong work from the Broncos. Julia Robinson kicked things off. The Broncos had that momentum through the middle, but just saw only one marker, footy in two hands. Shapes to throw that big left to right pass, but here's Julia Robinson, and what an effort too. She had some work to do. It was a brilliant kick from Taryn Aiken near the post, but just that footwork and the pace, she was nearly away. But from here on, they had so much momentum through the middle of the field. Great runs, quick play the balls, and all finished off brilliantly from the hooker, Jada Ferguson.
To add the extras, they obviously, it goes without saying, they need to go up by sixes. Oh, hit the upright and gone over. And the dummy half Davis across then to Aitken. Surgis knocks on, and that will be the ball game as the full-time siren sounds in the background. Just a really comprehensive victory from the Roosters. They kind of just took the control of the game just before halftime. 2 tries just before the break, and then an intercept try just after the break to Jess Surgis. And